Hi, I'm Mateo. Today I'm going to tell you my story. But before I continue, please like, share, and subscribe to hear more stories like this. So, where do I begin? I guess at the dinner table 15 years ago, the night everything fell apart. Pass the salt, please, Diana said, not looking up from her phone. Here, I replied, sliding it toward her. Kids, how was school today? James, my 15-year-old, shrugged. Fine. Emma, 13, didn't even look up from her plate. Whatever. Diana, you're still coming to Lucas's science fair tomorrow, right? I asked. Diana sighed dramatically. I told you 3 times, Mateo. I have that meeting with the regional director. I can't miss it. But you promised Lucas. Don't start, she snapped. Some of us have actual careers to worry about. We can't all work from home in our pajamas. 10-year-old Lucas's face fell. It's okay, Dad. You'll be there, right? Of course, buddy, I wouldn't miss it. Diana rolled her eyes. Mateo, always the hero, Dad. Must be nice to have all that free time while I'm supporting this family. Supporting? I make more than you do, I said quietly. What was that? Diana's eyes narrowed. Nothing. Kids, please finish your dinner. Later that night, I found Diana packing a suitcase. What are you doing? I asked, leaning against the doorframe. She didn't even pause. What does it look like? I'm leaving. Leaving? What do you mean? This marriage, Mateo. I'm leaving this marriage. I've been miserable for years. Years? Diana, we can work on this. We can go to counseling. I've met someone else. The words hit like a physical blow. Someone else? Who? His name is Victor. He's the VP of marketing at work. How long? Diana shrugged. 6 months officially, but we've had a connection for longer. 6 months? While I've been here, taking care of the kids, running the house, building my business. While you've been here being boring and predictable, she cut in. I need excitement, Mateo. I need someone who challenges me. And the kids? I asked, my voice shaking. They're coming with me, of course. They're just coming with you? Don't I get a say? Diana laughed. They'll have a better life with me. Victor makes 3 times what you do. Private schools, summer camps, college funds. They already have college funds. And they have stability here, friends, their rooms. I've already talked to them, Diana said coldly. They've made their choice. You talked to our children about leaving before talking to me? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. James and Emma want to come with me. Lucas is young. He'll adjust. This is insane, Diana. You can't just watch me, she said, zipping the suitcase. The next morning, I woke to find 3 of my children standing in the living room with packed bags. Diana was loading the car. Kids, what's going on? I asked, panic rising in my chest. James avoided my eyes. We're going with Mom, Dad. But why? This is your home. Emma twisted her hands. Mom said you wouldn't be able to take care of us properly, and Victor has a pool and a game room. A pool? Emma, that's not a reason to… Dad, Lucas interrupted, his little face serious. I don't want to go. Diana appeared in the doorway. Lucas, we talked about this. Your brother and sister are coming with me. I want to stay with Dad, Lucas insisted. Diana's face hardened. Fine, stay. You'll change your mind when you see where we're living. Within an hour, they were gone. My wife of 17 years and 2 of my children, just gone. Lucas clung to me, crying. It's okay, buddy, I whispered, though nothing felt okay. It's just you and me now. The divorce was brutal. Diana claimed I was emotionally unavailable, workaholic, boring. She painted herself as the long-suffering wife who deserved better. And Victor, successful, charming Victor, stood by her side in court, the perfect stepfather figure. Your Honor, her lawyer said, Mrs. Sanchez has secured excellent schooling for the children and can provide a more financially stable environment. My lawyer countered, Mr. Sanchez has been the primary caregiver despite running a successful business from home. The children's daily routines would be least disrupted by staying with him. In the end, Diana got primary custody of James and Emma. I got weekends. Lucas stayed with me full-time, his choice respected due to his age and clear preference. The first weekend the older kids were supposed to visit, they canceled. Sorry, Dad, James said over the phone. Victor got tickets to this concert we really want to see. Maybe next weekend, I suggested. Actually, we're going to Victor's lake house next weekend. This became a pattern, canceled visits, brief, awkward phone calls. Eventually, they stopped calling altogether. Meanwhile, Lucas and I built a new life. Dad, can Andre and his daughter come over for dinner again? Lucas asked one evening, 6 months after Diana left. Andre was my college friend who'd been incredibly supportive through the divorce. His daughter Zoe was Lucas's age and they'd become friends. Sure, buddy, I'll text him. That dinner changed everything. Man, your carbonara is still legendary, Andre said, twirling pasta onto his fork. Thanks, it's Lucas's favorite. Andre's eyes met mine across the table. How are you really doing, Mateo? Some days are better than others, I admitted. After the kids ran off to play video games, Andre leaned forward. Mateo, I need to tell you something. I ran into James at the mall last weekend. My heart skipped. How is he? Not great. He seemed, I don't know, subdued? When I asked about Diana and Victor, he got weird. Weird how? Andre hesitated. He said something like, Victor isn't who Mom thinks he is. Then he clammed up completely. I frowned. What does that mean? I don't know, but maybe you should check it out. Over the next few months, I did some digging. Not with private investigators or hidden cameras, nothing like that. Instead, I reached out to old colleagues of Victor's, pretending to be considering him for a business partnership. Victor Hammond? Oh boy, said one former coworker. You might want to look elsewhere. Why's that? I asked. Let's just say there's a reason he's changed companies 4 times in 6 years. The man has boundary issues with female employees. Another contact told me, Hammond talks a big game, but his numbers never add up. He burned through his family money years ago. Now he just finds wealthy women to bankroll him. I didn't confront Diana with this information. Instead, I focused on building my business and raising Lucas. I got involved in a local entrepreneurs group where I met Olivia. Your app concept is brilliant, she told me after a meeting. Have you considered expanding to international markets? Olivia was smart, kind, and genuinely cared about Lucas. Our relationship developed slowly but steadily. 2 years passed with minimal contact from Diana or my older children. Then suddenly James called. Dad, can we talk? We met at a coffee shop. My son had grown taller but thinner. Dark circles shadowed his eyes. How are you, James? I asked, resisting the urge to hug him. Not great, he admitted. Things at home are complicated. What's happening? James stared into his coffee. Victor lost his job 6 months ago. He hasn't found another one. Mom's supporting everyone now, and she's stressed all the time. They fight constantly. I'm sorry to hear that. There's more, James continued. Victor, he gets mean when he drinks, and he's been drinking a lot. My hands tightened around my cup. Mean how, James? He yells, throws things sometimes, not at us, he added quickly. Just, walls and stuff. And your mother allows this? James shrugged. She makes excuses for him. Says he's just going through a rough patch. Why are you telling me this, James? My son looked up, his eyes tired beyond his 17 years. I don't know. I guess I miss how things used to be. You mean before you all left? He nodded slowly. I offered counseling, James. I begged your mother to try to work things out. Instead, you all chose to walk away. Lucas and I had to rebuild our lives without you. How is Lucas? James asked. He's great. Straight A student. Made the basketball team. He asks about you and Emma sometimes. Guilt flashed across James's face. Dad, I'm sorry. It's a little late for that, isn't it? I didn't tell him about Olivia, or that she'd moved in with us, or that Lucas now had 2 stepsisters he adored. I didn't tell him that my business had tripled in value or that we'd bought a bigger house. 3 more months passed. Then Emma called. Daddy, her voice was small like when she was little. Can I come see you? We met at the same coffee shop. Emma looked so much like Diana it hurt. Victor's been lying to Mom about looking for work, she blurted after awkward small talk. He spends his days at his friend's place playing poker and drinking. Last night they had a huge fight when Mom found out. That's between them, Emma. No, you don't understand. She kicked him out, but now she's talking about selling the house because she can't afford the mortgage. We might have to move to an apartment. That would be an adjustment, I said neutrally. Dad, Emma's eyes filled with tears. I know I haven't. Can we come home? The question I'd dreamed of hearing for years. Yet instead of joy, I felt nothing but a dull ache. Emma, what's home to you? The place you walked away from? The father you barely speak to? But we're family. Family isn't just biology, Emma. Family is showing up. It's being there through the hard times, not just when you need something. She started to cry. I was 13, Dad. I didn't understand what was happening. And now you're 16, old enough to understand consequences. I didn't tell her about Lucas's music scholarship, or Olivia's daughter teaching him guitar, or the way our blended family celebrated holidays with both sets of grandparents. 1 week later, Diana herself appeared at my door. Mateo, she said, looking thinner and older than I remembered. Can we talk? I led her into the living room but didn't offer refreshments. Diana looked around, noticing the changes, new furniture, Olivia's books on the shelf, family photos I was no longer in. You've done well, she said quietly. What do you want, Diana? She straightened her shoulders. I've made some mistakes, Mateo. The kids told me they've spoken to you. They have. Things with Victor didn't work out the way I expected. I heard. Diana leaned forward. I'm trying to make things right. For the kids, they miss you. They miss their home. This hasn't been their home for 3 years, Diana. I know that, but no, I don't think you do know, I interrupted. Lucas and I rebuilt our lives after you all left. We created a new home. With someone else? Diana asked, noticing a woman's jacket hanging by the door. Yes, with Olivia and her daughters. We're getting married next spring. Diana's face crumpled. I've lost everything, Mateo. My relationship, my house, my pride. Please don't make me lose my children too. You didn't lose your children, Diana. You took them. And now that your perfect new life has fallen apart, you want to come back to what you threw away. It doesn't work like that. So that's it? You won't help us? The kids will have to change schools, leave their friends. Consequences, Diana. You chose this path. The fancy house, the exciting man, the glamorous life, all more important than our family. Now you can live with that choice. She wiped away angry tears. You're punishing the kids for my mistakes. No, I'm teaching them that actions have consequences, that you can't discard people when something better comes along, then expect them to welcome you back when things get tough. The door opened, and Lucas walked in with Olivia and her daughters Maya and Sophia. Mom? Lucas stopped short, surprised. Diana stared at the happy group, Lucas taller now at 13, flanked by his soon-to-be stepmother and stepsisters. Lucas, Diana said, her voice breaking, you've grown so much. What are you doing here? He asked, not moving to hug her. I just came to talk to your father, Diana said, about James and Emma. Lucas frowned. Are they okay? They're fine, buddy, I assured him. They might be changing schools soon, that's all. Oh, Lucas shifted awkwardly. We're going to be late for Maya's recital. I'm going, Diana said quickly, gathering her purse. At the door, she turned. Mateo, please think about what I said for the kids. After she left, Olivia touched my arm. Everything okay? Yes, I said, watching Diana's car drive away, just the past making a brief appearance. Later that evening, after Lucas was in bed, I told Olivia everything. Are you going to help them? She asked. I'll help James and Emma if they want relationship with me, real relationship, not just financial support, but I won't let Diana back into our lives. And if they don't want a real relationship, I sighed, then they've made their choice. Again. A month later, James and Emma moved in with their mother to a small apartment across town. They enrolled in the public school where Lucas went. Occasionally, they asked to visit. Sometimes Lucas went to see them. Slowly, carefully, we began rebuilding bridges, but only with clear boundaries. Diana started therapy. She got a promotion. She stopped asking to come back. Victor, I heard, moved to another state with a new girlfriend. 6 months later, he was arrested for fraud. Apparently, his pattern of latching onto successful women, spending their money, then moving on when things got tough caught up with him. As for me, Olivia and I got married in a small ceremony with Lucas, her daughters, and yes, James and Emma in attendance. My business continued to thrive. We bought a vacation home near the beach. Sometimes I think about what might have happened if I'd taken them all back. No questions asked. If I'd been the bigger person. But then I remember the dinner table 15 years ago and all the dinners after Diana left, with just Lucas and me figuring out our new normal. I remember the nights I cried myself to sleep, wondering what I'd done wrong. The birthdays and holidays that passed without a call. And I know I made the right choice. For Lucas, for Olivia and her girls, and for myself. Sometimes the greatest victory isn't getting revenge. It's moving forward and building something better than what you lost. So I have a question for you. If someone walks away from your life, then tries to return when their other options fail, do you think they deserve a second chance? Or is it better to protect the peace you fought so hard to build?